Peace. So I just want to, kind of highlight the completion of a body of work that, in my mind, is one of the most important and valuable pieces of work that we've done as a group, the Ledge Group. Um, so we've done amazing things. You've seen, a maternity ward, right? You've seen wells dug in Kenya. You see the solar workshops that are ongoing. You see us on the plantations in Kenya and with the coffee farmers in Uganda. And so you've seen a lot of bodies of work all designed to do really one thing: produce food, clothing, shelter, water, healthcare, security, sanitation, and the services that a human needs in order to be able to exist independently and free. And so really everything that we've done has been focused on that. That doesn't mean, I mean, this is real life here. Everything that we have done has not been 100% successful. I've had goals that I wanted to attain where we've not necessarily met those. And we working to try to make that reality, right? This is real life. We don't step up and hit a home run every time. It doesn't work that way. But again, with consistency and clear direction, we're able to take milestones. And for that, I'm very grateful. But I want to highlight one that is very relevant for me. And that is that I now have in my hands the plots and the mapping that are stamped by the Minister of Agriculture in Zambia. And that means that these lands belong to our Ledge members forever. Forever. This is something different than what anybody in America has. In America, you do not have this. You do not own your land. You will forever be paying for that land. We own our land, right? That's 10 hectares of land owned by each and every one of our participating members. And that land is theirs, and it will be their children's forever. And what we build on there will always be ours and belong to us. And this was and has been a really important component in relation to building a permanent solution. Again, you find that I'm critical of our leaders, and I'm critical of many, and that's simple. And it's not because I'm a curmudgeon. I am, but it's not simply because of that. It's not simply because of how I get down. No, and I'm not measuring anybody against me either. What I'm saying is I'm stuck in the same place as you and every one of us. And all of these people are saying things, but it's not a permanent solution. It still ends up that my children are begging their children for survival. And that's not a permanent solution. So all that hopey, changey, get along and all that bullshit doesn't solve the problem. And they're not going to have a problem with the fact that your children are going to be dependent upon them for the rest of their existence. Every generation, the plan that we have in front of us right now is to count on somebody else for our children's existence. You vote, none of them are saying anything about freedom. None of them are saying anything about a permanent solution for you. They do not mind. And they think it's normal that you and yours should be dependent upon them 100% for your entire existence. And we sit back and act like that's cool. Like we're just going to be sunned forever. We're going to sign our children up to be sunned forever. Look at your leaders. Look at your leaders. They talk about Dwayne Wade. They're talking about Kobe and Oprah and Gayle King and Snoop. Look at your leaders. Meanwhile, every second of your children's life is monetized. Yo, hey, again, I'm not down on nobody. I'm not. What I'm saying is come lay, stay, or pray. What we're doing is we're going to own our land. We dig our own wells. We control our own water. I'm going to have, you see solar workshops? You know why? Why am I doing everything that I'm doing? It's because self-sufficiency is the number one. We need to have our own power and produce it. And it needs to be decentralized. And every single home should be able to control their own food, clothing, water, healthcare, security, sanitation. Every single home should have that capacity. And then we have a unified capacity where we're able to augment each other and make sure everybody else is straight. But first and foremost, ain't nobody supposed to be your master. You ain't supposed to step outside your gates needing anything. And if you do, it means more work is required. It means you need to work a little bit harder. Everything should be under your control. Your solar power, yeah, bro, I can do it. Guess what? I'm not going to charge you to come over and do it for you. Nah, I'm going to teach you how to do it, and you maintain your own power. I'm going to teach you how you do your own hot water heater, and you maintain it, and you build it, and your children do it, and y'all tend your fields, and you take care of everything. And I'll come by on my golf cart, bro, but I'm doing mine. And that's how we're supposed to live, man. That's how it's Sankofa. You go backward to go forward. That's how we're supposed to live. And guess what? Guess what? When you really understand your disposition, who you asking? Who gonna do this for you? Jimmy Carter? Who gonna do this for you? Jean-Claude Van Damme? Who you gonna wait to produce the reality that a natural being should exist in? Who you gonna wait for? What you hope and change on? No, there's one way. You build it yourself. That's what the Ledge Group was built to do. That is what we do. We produce a solution so that each man and woman can be free. Can be free. I'm most proud. I am most proud that our people now own all their own lands. We own our land. Yeah. Peace. You want to find out? Join the Grand Risings. On Facebook, it's the Grand Risings group. Come in. You want to be a member? I'm not going to tell you. Like I said, everything is not a success. Everything is not. We ain't knocked the ball out of the park on every initiative. We haven't. We've had a lot of success. We've changed a lot of lives, and we've got ongoing projects that are doing fantastic things. But there's challenges, right? Primarily, we're involved in agriculture. And that is, man, look. When I came into it, I thought this is automatic, right? All I got to do is grow 20 acres of tomatoes. At the end of that grow, I'm going to come away with X. I'm doing the math. I'm going to come away with X amount of dollars because of those tomatoes. What? You know, that it doesn't work that way. So it's there are variables to everything, but you work through. Okay. So you want to be a member. You want to come and join us? Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Find the Grand Risings page. Ask to join in. Remember to answer the 3 questions. Security is going to go through their thing. They're going to do their job, right? And if it is appropriate, you will be allowed in. If it is not, then you will not. So once you get in, look at the description of the room first. Look at the description. Then look in the file section, and you're going to find so much, right? The room is from the very first post in the room, that history exists. So any question that you have as it relates to anything that we do is right there. It's static. There's a reason why we built this way. So go into the room, look at it, understand it. You're in a place where you are with members and others that are not yet members. You are in a place where you're actually interacting with the executive directors in the different countries where we operate. Look at the conversations, look at the threads, ask questions, become confident with what it is that we're doing and how we do it. And at that point, only at that point, should you join. You should never join anything if you do not fully understand exactly how it works. And this has been a problem. And so, again, what I suggest is if you want to know how to do this, if you want to join us, and our primary operating model, in fact, written in the Ledge Group mission statement, and documents, is Ubuntu. I am because we are. This is not a individual. This is what we do. Yeah. And this is how we do it. So again, you want to join? Find the Grand Risings, join that group. If it is appropriate, then you will be allowed in. Study, ask questions. At that point, once you are completely confident and you have no questions, you are welcome to join us. Okay? So again, I just wanted to quickly shout out, yeah, another milestone. We own our land forever. Forever. Yeah, it feels good. Now we go to building. We got our blueprints. We're going to send our blueprints over to our builders. We go to building. Yes.